Hey guys, today I am going to show you how my brain works when I'm trying to design a card. I've already designed it, but I'm going to show you how I came about finding it. And I'm hoping that I can get my Acorn to work right and everything. And I cut my hair. What do you guys think? I finally got in to see my hairdresser, and I wanted it all chopped off since I had it so long because I hadn't had it cut since probably January. So I'm going to go ahead and flip you around. So go ahead and close your eyes because it might be an ugly little trip here. Hold on. I was going through my catalog and I liked this card right here on page 43. And I don't have the rings. And I really wasn't fond of how it said thinking of you. I wanted to do a card with that was Christmas related. All right. So we're going to get started. I did not use the soft suede, which was in the catalog. I am using the crumb cake. So I'm going to put that aside. I was looking for the ring, and I didn't have that either. So I went on through my book and went through all of my dies that I have. And this one I thought would work really well. So that is the one that I'm going to use to give me that look that I had. And I am going to go ahead and cut that out right here with my brand new machine, which I've already had to replace the plate because I was getting ready for 18 Christmas cards, 18 people doing 16 cards each. So that was a lot. So I already went through one plate. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out my circle that I did. And I'm going to keep this handy because I'm going to need it again. And so we have that. And I want to be able to cut this out because that's not how it looked in the catalog. So I went through and just joined or unjoined it from the side. This is how my brain works. I'm trying to reconfigure something I see online. And sometimes I'm casing, but I have to, of course, change it up or I don't have everything. So that's what I do. All right, so I have my circle now. And I wanted to do my trees in a different way. So I'm going to stamp my trees. And I'm using Old Olive. And I'm going to stamp one big tree and 2 small trees. I'm not sure I can get it all on this one, but I'm going to try. So one big tree. And then when you're going to do the inside, I stamp off. So it fills it in. And then I'm going to do 2 smaller trees. And do the same thing. And hopefully you can hear me. Can you guys let me know if you can hear me? Yes, Susan, I went in and got my hair cut. I'm still trying to figure out how to style it to where I like it. But it sure is nice to have it all off. Okay, thank you, Beth, for letting me know that you hear me. All right, so I've got all 3 trees on. and then I'm going to come in with my dies and cut them off or out. One of them I'm cutting straight out, so I can do this. And then, I don't know that I've showed you guys this before, but I have this removable labeling tape from Post-it. Comes in this huge roll, and I live and breathe by this stuff because I use it constantly. I put it on my pants just to be sure it won't rip my paper, and then I use it until it stops sticking. I want to make sure I don't move this because I don't want to do this again. All right, and then I'm going to cut the other one out with the one that does all the little pieces for the big piece. And again, use my tape. And I don't know, am I in the screen? Because what I'm looking at, I'm not in the screen. So let me adjust you just a little. I want to make sure that you see the whole thing, not just... Okay, is that better? All right, hopefully. Because I have mine minimized, so I can't really see whether or not I have it on the whole screen. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut these two out using my Stampin' cut machine again. Stamp, cut, and emboss. We need to come up with something that's a little bit easier to say. There, I can see it much better now. Hopefully you guys can too. All right. I'm going to keep this here because I need to cut out the other tree. You know what? I was supposed to make 2 small ones and 1 big one. Oh, well. Oh, I did do 2 small ones. See, it's kind of scary to be in my brain right now. Okay, so I'm undoing these. And this one, I need to poke out. Okay, so I already did one of the small ones, so I'm not going to cut that one out again just to save a little bit on time, even though I probably am going to be done way early. But I don't want to keep that up. All right. Oh, that's a good one. But how would you pronounce that, Debbie? SCE machine? Somebody said something about like scud or skid or something like that they did. All right, so I have the other one cut out just the same. And these 2 are going to go on the front over my circle because that's what the picture showed, that they go through the picture. And then I didn't have this ribbon, so I decided to just use gold. And of course I didn't cut that and it's not ready, but we will get it real quick. So I'm going to cut 2 little strips from my gold, about 1/2 inch. And come in with my punch, which of course I don't have. The Banners Pick-a-Punch. And these are very small, and I'm going to be cutting it in half, but I can't cut it in half until after I punch it because then it won't fit. So this is what I tell my girls when they come in, is just to cut this and then trim it in half. And then that's going to go in the middle of my circle on the side like it showed in the book. All right, then I have 2 pieces of the crumb cake, one for the inside, one for the outside, because I have to have it always. Am I still recording? Okay. For some reason it went away on my tablet. I probably hit it. Oh goodness. Okay, so I won't be able to see your comments. So sorry. but I'm not going to fix it right now. All right, so I am a sponging fool, and whoa, this one's really dirty. I like to go way in with my sponging because I think it adds. This is supposed to be crumb cake, but I think that the people yesterday used my crumb cake thing here on Early Espresso. And I was trusting that they didn't do that, but they did. So then I'm going to go ahead and do the inside piece too. Because all my cards have the same layers on the inside as the outside, because I think it just adds, makes it look finished. I wish I could see whether or not you're commenting, but I can't. So I will go back in after the fact and answer any questions you might have. Then I do the outside of the front. I'm not going to do the inside. And the proper way, I know that some of my team members are going to be chuckling, to sponge and do your sponging on the sides is to hold your sponge sideways in your cardstock and hear it flick. So you can hear that, and it gives it a really nice wispy look. And if you want it to go in further, you just tilt your sponge a little bit and then it'll go in further. But it really gives it a nice soft edge. All right, and then, which I'm not even sure is going to work this time because, of course, they got it dirty to begin with, is that I went in with Early Espresso lightly on the edges just to give it more dimension on the outside, because I like it when it looks really dark on the outside and then just fades in. And of course I got to do all of them. But as you can tell, it just adds to the edge when it's darker. And I'm not being as aggressive in my sponging for the darker because I really wanted the crumb cake to stand out. And I know you're all demonstrators and you all know all this, but this is how I do my class, and then I show them the proper way of doing it. All right, we'll put that aside. Okay, so now we're going to build. We're going to put this into the middle, and I'm going to go ahead and put it down with some liquid glue. And I'm just going to dot it because I don't want it spilling out. All right, so I'm going to put that right about here. And put my two little things here on. And I don't know where I stuck my tape, so I'm just going to use this because it's fast and easy. Hopefully I'm still recording, because this would be bad if I'm not. All right, and then I'm going to come in with my trees. And I have the big one going in the back, and I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back because I need it to pop forward. All right, so I cut some of my minis really small right here so that I can use them and not, use the edge. So I don't even know if I'm in camera right now. I'm going to stand up and make sure. Yes? Okay. I don't know that you know this about me, but I like to worry. And again, my team's probably saying, yep, we know that. All right. And I know this is tedious. And I'm going to do one more, maybe on the sides. We need mini dimensionals. Really mini. Let's put it right. Hopefully you won't be able to see it through. Let me look. That's not too bad. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take the backs off. Whoop, I just took the whole thing off. All right, and then I'm going to place this one right here, and you can see a little bit of that, so I'm going to trim that because when I took the top off, I moved it just a tad. There we go. All right, so this is going to go here, and then I have my little one ready. And that's going to go on top and down. I love this. Okay, then I needed ribbon, so we don't have the gold thread anymore, but then I tried it with that because I thought I wasn't going to have enough for my class and it didn't look good anyway. So luckily I had ribbon left over, or from the mini, and I don't have the words on that right now. And let me get my ribbon scissors, which I don't have right off handy, so I'm going to cut that. All right, then I'm going to use a glue dot and put that on the side. And I roll these up so that it'll fit on the back side of this. All right, and then for my other card, I used the acorns, but this one I am going to use the bells because I want to have that show up. And the great thing is it comes in gold, and I'm going to put a couple on here because I want to make sure that it holds. And that's going to go, it's going to look like it's held. And now I don't know whether I want to do green or red. I think red, because the green kind of clashes. And the backs of these bells are flat, so it makes it easier. If I can get there we go. You could use hot glue, or you could tie it to your thing, to your bows, but who wants to sit here and fiddle with that? All right. That's so cute. And listen. All right. So then we are going to go ahead and put that on to a piece of old olive that's 5 1/4 by 4. Isn't that pretty? I love it. All right, and then we're going to put this onto the front. Make sure, haha, good thing I looked. How many times have you had to do that? Take it off to put it on the card, right? All right, so let's look at the picture again. I'm missing the sentiment, so I'm going to go ahead and hopefully I do it right because I can't turn this over. And I'm going to do it in the, excuse my reach, early espresso, and I'm using seasoned greetings. I'd really love it to say Merry Christmas, but this is what came in the kit, and it's crooked. Oh well. All right, so for the inside, I am going to go ahead, and these two are going to go on together, but first I am going to stamp the sentiment for the inside. And I chose one from another stamp set. And it says, "May your heart be lifted in praise this Christmas for the wonderful gift of Jesus and the joy he brings to our lives," which I think is so awesome. All right. And then we're going to bring in the full tree that we did earlier and put that inside. And put this on top of another piece of old olive, because it just looks finished when they're together. And put that inside. I debated not doing this card because I thought it was too simple, but I really love it, so I thought, okay. Plus, I'm doing my Christmas card classes, and this is my first class to do during this COVID thing, and everyone's wearing masks, and I'm doing groups of 3 and 4 where they're staying 6 feet apart and all of that. So, all right, what do you think? Is that good? Do you like it? Let me show you the other one that I have with the acorns, and then this is a different ribbon that we had that's a little bit frilly, which I like, but I ran out, so that's what we did. And of course I moved this over a little bit more, which probably looks better like this than this, but it still looks good. All right, so I think that I am done, and I told you that it wouldn't take me very long, and I'm 24 minutes in. So thanks guys for watching, and I am going to go ahead and sign off now, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks.